Hello, Water Tribe. Welcome to your weekly Oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. The Love February special called the Cupid's Message is still available, so if you still want to have that chance, just email me so I can forward all the details that are necessary. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, water signs, I do feel like this is a moment in a week where there's a need to transcend, there's a need to liberate yourselves from a pattern or a circumstance or even a relationship format, dynamic that has not been allowing a certain truth to rise. I feel like some of you water signs have a lot of energy focused into relationships, into feelings, into recycling here of old, outdated ways and beliefs and systems. So a new, again, format of relating and attracting as well love into your life is possible. And so that for that to be possible, it feels like some of you either need to acknowledge the truth of a situation that either you have been denying or avoiding looking at, or you need to come to terms with the truth from within, because it could be that some of you are also pretending here. There's a sense of pretending, of playing games, and for some of you it's even something that you're playing with your own self, is like avoiding looking at the nature of your true feelings. And this might be something that this denial of some sorts might be delaying the abundance of love, of spiritual blessings, of progress, of luck that some of you do want to encounter and you're meant to encounter. It's funny because there's something here about some of you water signs having, so much waiting for you. It's like the feeling of the universe wanting really to put, this divine hand in your path, giving you all that you need to fulfill, again, your dreams, your desires. But it's like it cannot pass through you right now. It cannot be manifested the way it should, because something is holding you back. And I feel like for some of you, it's this denial, this resistance to come to terms with the truth of a situation or a truth of a behavior, right? Or something of your own that needs change, that needs to be, in a way, reshaped or upgraded so that you can find better. Because the feeling is like it's at your reach for you water signs to find better, especially for those that want to find better when it comes to love, or when it comes to the quality of relationships you have in your life, when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, when it comes to your integration in society, the role you play amongst others, right, at large, your role here, your individual role, world in community, all that needs, an upgrade, I feel, so that you are there's a sense of substance that it's needed in your relationships that has been lacking. So either your current relationships or those you're dealing with ahead are still going to need some sort of it's like release of the waters that you have within you. Because it's funny, because your water sign and the energy here is that you're having an issue with your own element. For some of you, it could be that somehow the nature of your feelings, right? Water rules feelings, it rules flow, receptivity, intuition, fears as well. It could be that you're having a hard time, as I said, relating or connecting or accepting something of your own. And for Pisces in particular, there's the sense of needing to make a choice. I feel like for Pisces this applies more towards a circumstance or an aspect that requires a lot of bravery, a lot of an ability here to put yourself at risk or put something at risk to gain something. Some of you might be willing or asked to take a certain leap during this period of time, and you might be afraid of it. It's like something will only happen, and you might see this. Something will only happen when you decide to take the leap. And until you do, it feels like you're torn between two thought patterns, two belief systems, two relationships, two ways of being, two lifestyles, two paths. Whatever this implies to in your, whatever this ties in, into your awakening reality, it feels like you're afraid of making the wrong choice, or you don't really know yet if you want to choose it all. Because I feel like for some of you, notice hear the birds in the top. It's like some of you, it could be an issue that you don't want to be out of options. You want to have it all. Like you want to still manage all the possibilities that you have here, or you believe you have. But in reality, it could be that you need to let something go so much better can come. You have here the Fool, you have the Courage. These two cards, are implying that indeed it's a big leap that is awaiting you. Indeed, it's a big risk. It will call to you again to tap into that brave inner warrior. But miracles can happen when we believe in ourselves. And notice the flowers are in the two white flowers are here in common in these two cards. So as long as you're taking a risk for your happiness, as long as you're doing something that is based on a real intention, on a truthful intention, on a pure intention, on a pursuit of your own joy, where you want to be right, better, and give as well to others in much you want to give to others in that energy of betterment as well. So it means that you want to give the best that you can possibly give as well to others. I do feel like some of you, this is about the risk, taking a risk for your happiness or for your freedom. It could also be that some of you, you want to start or initiate a new path in life when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to anything. But it's going to activate profound changes. Again, it's going to kind of turn your life upside down. And this week you might be dealing with something that has that effect on you. That response of fear or doubt, but at the same time that excitement, that just the possibility of that big life change brings to you. For Cancer, you have here the energy of going with the flow, which is like the Ace of Cups energy. But here, this is a deeper sense of some of you needing to flow within your own emotional world and body, and need to allow things to happen without controlling so much. I feel like some of you Cancers are here fearful of where this, either where a love experience is taking you, or where your own spiritual path is taking you. Is like a sense of not having, this notion of having a lot of control or a lot of saying in some situations in your life, and being again afraid of either that you're missing on something, that something will end up badly, will not end up corresponding at all to what you had in mind or what your wish is truly about. It's just a lot of fear when it comes to flow, when it comes to allowing yourself to give in to your feelings and to divine, right? The divine current here guiding you towards a destination. Yes, you don't know where the destination is. Again, it's kind of feeling like you don't know where the destination is, but does that matter? It's your journey. It's a part of your journey. Maybe you're not supposed to meant yet, because what you're meant to do here is to find a complete liberation. Complete liberation. Look at these two cards of your conditioning when it comes to being left out, when it comes to being abandoned, when it comes to being depleted from feeling, from love. The absence of God, the absence of the divine energy, being left out. So you're being given the chance to actually have this gate open, this gate that has been keeping some of you back, right? Held back, in a way or a feeling, thinking, or even living that has not been the best. Maybe where you didn't feel at all that you had support, or that you had, the support you wanted and needed to feel empowered, to feel sustained as well emotionally. And so something is coming up here where you might be given a chance to find again this gate open. This gate can represent a circumstance or situation in your life that you feel you have been left out, or where you feel like you don't fit in, you don't belong, or a circumstance in your life that has been just blocking your happiness, blocking love, blocking empowerment. There's a sense of liberation from a restriction that has been with you. And for some of you, it's even a restriction that has been with you since childhood. A long restriction here, a long one, a long-lived one. And this conditioning is like, it's like the notion that you cannot live with this anymore, Cancer. This fear, this paranoia, this blocks, this the feeling here is like you are whining and complaining and unhappy with things that you should have already suppressed. So it means like some of you are or have been having some struggle with something, and you're giving energy to it, and the more you're giving energy to this problem, to this lack, to this trauma, for some of you, to this wound, you're giving it so much attention in the negative way, and not in the positive way, which is, okay, how can I overcome this? How can I heal from this? How can I find solutions? How can I, just the feeling of how can I transform and change, not, oh no, this happened to me, and then going deeper and deeper into that and being dragged into a pool of negativity, of lack, because that's what you're putting some energy into, is like, no, 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 no. And it's like, also, some of you, this could be about no, 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 in terms of not accepting what your past has been so far. For some of you, this is also about some concerns with, it could be your concerns with your own kids. For Cancers that are parents, it could be that you're having a hard time connecting emotionally, or have had issues connecting emotionally, the way, in a healthy form, let's say, in a truthful form, with your with either your kids or your own inner child. It can be that there's something to be worked through there, but it could also be that it's just there has been a lack of freedom inside that has manifested to your reality in a way where perhaps you have not found either the love, the support, the understanding, the compassion from others that you have wished, or even what you didn't find financially or work-wise, the conditions that would be satisfying, that would be positive to you. So some of you need to free. It's like a profound emotional liberation. The liberation of waters here for Cancer is showing up strongly. So if you need to cry, if you need to sing, if you need to kind of vomit your feelings out, it's just, I feel like this sense of putting things out, even, of course, in the beginning it will not be the most pleasant experiences. It could be that it's one that is actually quite intense, but it's going to help you be free from something that is holding you down, and it is meant to propel you. It's like a sense of needing to be pushed, or to push yourself to overcome this old conditioning and be free to move along in the waters here. Move along in the waters represents that you are flowing with the beauty of what surrounds you. You are understanding the connection between how you're dealing with yourself inside and how you dealing with situations on the outside, is also about giving in to love, giving in to trust in divine source. It's like, I feel like some of you Cancers don't have, it's like a part of you is in the water, a part of you, others of you, it's like a part of you is in the love, a part of you is connected, a part of you understands, but a part of you resists. Could be a push and pull between these two energies of resistance and flow. Either way, this week, those themes might be quite significant to take you, even to take you to the next level in your life. It's like, this might be a very important week, I feel, for some of you. It's like, you need to work through this issue so you're not again delaying something that's not meant to not be in your life. It's like, it's something that's meant to be in your life, but you're not finding it, and it's causing you harm, because it's like time is passing by and you're not some of you, it's like time is passing by and you're not living, you're not truly living, or time is passing by and you're not awakening, you're not transcending, you're not being reborn as you need to be, to live life and savor life and take the most out of life the way you should be. For Scorpios, there's a profound change here as well for you in terms of, but this is more about in terms of your life setting. I feel like some of you are going to have something happen during this period of time that it's going to be quite exciting. It's like a sudden change or circumstance that has not been planned for. It has not been planned from you. For it's like something that you didn't see coming, but it happens, and it suddenly opens here a portal. It opens a chance for you to go on an adventure, for you to go on into an experience that feels so right, that feels appealing, that feels interesting, that feels stimulating. For some of you, this could be dealing with a new job, a new activity, a new financial outlet. It could be a new relationship. It's just a change. A change here. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Here is called change. Something spinning, something moving that is going to take you to an adventure, that is going to take you somewhere that is quite alluring. I feel like some of you are going to enjoy or like what this change is pointing towards, or is wanting you to go towards. It's like a sense of positive, lucky change. But the thing is, the rebirth that this is, and the change within you as well, that this is calling. It's like some of you have been under a lot of transformation when it comes to your own self, and there has been different stages of this transformative process, some more painful than others. Now it's like a sense of empowerment, but also of novelty. And so it could be that you feel like you are somehow, after the process of transformation, where you feel like we're still, like we feel like newborns, in a way where things are new and everything is different. Everything feels different. Everything is just a new experience. Even things that we are used to do. Just the fact that we have changed so much can bring that feeling of not knowing what's the right way to handle something, because you are changed. And so what I'm feeling is like there's this fear perhaps of not being well equipped or well versed to deal with whatever this change is to come and to do for you and in your life. It could be that you are afraid of not handling it or not being up to the task. It could be that you have something here about an experience that is leading you towards worries and questioning of your own, again, power or capacity to do or to accept something. I feel like there's though a sense of being, it's like the calling to put and set yourself in motion and aligned, right? with this change is stronger than the fear. And I feel like the majority of you will actually go into, it's like feeling so attracted, feeling so enticed with whatever this wheel is bringing you. It's like being enchanted, and you're allured to this feeling. It feels right, it feels fated, it feels like, meant to be, feels like just the right thing, even though it's like at the same time, you know, you're going to it and you're feeling weird sensations, you're feeling like discomfort, and even for some of you, some pain, because of what is activating in you. It's activating a sense of freedom as well. I feel it's like giving the having your first flight, let's say. It's like flying, your first experience of flying, of doing something that it's amazing, but it's just so different, so different from what you have been, the type of energy you have been into, so that again, it can bring a sense of discomfort. But the truth is that this change is like inevitable. So even if you, for some of you Scorpios, if you resist going or accepting or even creating, right, this sense of change, it's just going to keep popping up, because this is an energy of cycles. So your cycle, one experience, one situation has been completed, and now the wheel wants to turn things around for you. It wants to make you experiment again something different. It wants you to see the other side of the coin. It wants you to understand the perks of changing things around. And for that, I feel like the week for you is quite positive if you allow it to be, if you go with the will. So I hope you have a great week, water signs. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.